一集所发生的事情。Come on, let's fight！ 我说大招。
Oh dear.
注意
Some
不
of these
见。
pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us.
我们学校有内鬼。来，这次呢，我们又有2个任务了咯，一个就是去上学读书啊，还有一个是在世界地图，我们要去好远好远的地方啊，哈哈哈，要离开学校了哦。所以呢，这次我们先来读书先。哦，美女老师。
Good morning, Professor Garlic. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
哇，有 free present 哦。
Oh, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio.
哦。
Let's see
这
if
个
we
不是
can't
那
make
电
our
你拔
fibrous
出来就
friends
有
a bit more
酷的声音
comfortable,
啊。
shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
什么嘞？放洋葱在耳朵？
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
来，拿出来。好老啊，这些 baby。
Quickly, place your mandrake in the new form and pat down the soil.
放下来。哦，我们把它换土，换花盆，换土，它长大了。这些
The
植物。
soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
啊，这个
Now
节
for
课
our
就这么
next task,
搞定
we'll
了
be
这课，
planting dittany at our potting table.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
不教我们怎么种植物吗？
Yes, Professor? Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
哎，我很喜欢草药学哦。
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
哦，所以我下次是拿来自你种哦，
arrangement.
在教室里种啊，我还以为在我房间种呢。
properties make it a
哇，我好多
vital
东西啊
ingredient in the
这是
Wiggenweld
什么植物
potion,？as you all
刚刚
should
他叫
know
我
from
种这
Professor
个曼德
Sharp's
尔吗？不是
class.。
哦，这个我就这个而已。10分钟就可有产量有5个，哎呀，蛮快的哦，10分钟。
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage.
Chinese
You'll find
chomping
that
chong
some
chong.
plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Okay, teacher. Who is my student? Wait, who is my partner? 哦，在上面。
Hello.
Hey,
Saw
you
you on
are
your way to
garlic too?
Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But you'll lead.
Okay, I lead ladies first. All right.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
哎
Excuse me?
啊，你知道
Your
我？
duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well,
Oh,
thank
Here
you.
we are. Home of the Chinese Go on. Grab a few of those cabbages. Just... Now, see that dummy?
自己拿，
Just
这么简
toss the
单。
cabbages at it. And they'll do the rest.
然后给大米吃。LE 工具大米这个，然后再来用了再来点击。哎呦，丢不到啊！哎呦，哇，这个跳啊！
They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
哇，好凶残啊，这植物。
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
啊，这个植物确实挺有用啊，拿来对付水啊，好嘞，对付人类。
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
哇，希望如此，植物是大自然的珍贵呀。
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Alright，塔塔，teacher。那么下一个任务要去好远那个地方有咯。
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
I don't know。他盯上要坦白嘛，可是老师叫我不要跟他们讲哦。我应该可以跟 Sebastian 讲，这个黑婆不要讲先了，这黑婆。
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
哦 ，OK， 很高兴已经下定决心
Good.
了。
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair, And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
所以现在我的任务是什么啦？
Handy resource indeed.
我没有任务了诶。谁？哪里讲话？
What's going on here?
在哪里？来自瓦嘎杜的女孩，在那边有人在骂架我。
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be serious.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stand aside!
来打架！
You should never have...
Well...
there you are.
哎呦，为什么会向着这个人呢？给我向着另外一个。你以为你垫在地上你就不会死啊？哈哈哈哈 ！Fire！ 哎呦，还有人，还有人。
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
火灰党，这是什么东西？只能以更新了新的敌人类型弱点。
See, Tiger! Reducto!
哇，死吧！
I'm not going anywhere.
被打到了啊！我被打到了。 哎，死呀！哎，另外一个死了。
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
I don't know.
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
怎么布利亚是谁？
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one
Your
who
wife?
piqued my interest in Merlin.
You are
Gave
a
me a
boy?
book when we were students at Hogwarts.
你是男
Typical
生？
hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
OK， 你在研究
You're
什
a
么嘞？
researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
哇，听起来还了不起哦！
Of the legend of King Arthur.
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and
Ah,
I'm
Merlin is a
studying some
Hogwarts student.
curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures.
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
哇，太不
I
可
can
思
see why
议
you're so
了！
interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet.
Versatile
我的
herb.
草还没有种好嘞。
Mallow repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The mallow sweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
OK， 还要你哟。
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely.
放在这
Now,
里吗？
notice the vines on these pillars here.
哦，
What? Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about
Revelio.
these pyres.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
哎，3个而已啊，哎，搞定了。
Yes, how beautiful!
Merlin，我拜Merlin为师，这听起来就好厉害啊，他的名字。
I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
OK， 是呀，拜拜。那么我的试炼，不同的挑战试炼与真假。哇，他收东西，哇，这么爽啊！哎呦，不见了，可是你还留下这样子的苹果，你食物都不拿，这么浪费啊！梅林试炼搞定后呢，现在我们又要上课了，魔药课。看来每一个学科都只需要上1次就搞定啊！这个魔药课应该是上这次就不用学了。
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As 5th years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
All right, please begin. 你没有教了咩？我點知哦？還要自己讀書。哇，好想念
Use a
Professor
strong,
Snape 啊！
even motion when crushing your ingredients.
粉碎。
Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
再來添加，咚咚咚咚。來，再來攪。
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir.
我已經搞定了咯，其他人這麼慢的。
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Alright， 既然不相信我，我就证明给你看。你的房间有草药的房间。
My parents considered keeping me home.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
你没听错。
He did say that.
怎么啦？
He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
又是
Pleasure to
Weasley。
meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Adurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
恶婆鸟，哎呀，跟你交朋友啊！来啦，我去拿了。
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
很常见，你又拿不到，还要我偷？
Keep your potion.
哎，恶犬，这个是我要的吗？哇，全部拿就对啊。还有什么？
Revelio.
是你，恶婆鸟羽毛。哦，好可爱哟，那个恶婆鸟。打完了 ，OK。
Your potion should not be that color, Miss McDowell.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Adurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
OK， 哦，我的座位在这里。
Proficiency and potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have
刚
patience
刚我是要
and be
用
thorough.
哪一个了啊？谁了？哦，第二个应该是这第二个。哎，还要等时间，我还以为我要 stir 了，不用了啊，在这里等啊30秒，我可以出去嘛？啊，可以了，这都帮我弄，我也不错哦。
That's odd.
Revelio.
What's happening?
It's not supposed to.
哦，
Get it!
Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again,
扣分啊！
Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own.
No, not me,
Will
not
answer to
me.
me as well.
我不得空，我不得空，你不要出卖我，你。我已经搞定了那个
I
药。
brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew
No,
chaos.
not me. No， 不是我。啊，我跟那个剑士没有关。
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.